These are the various colors and sizes of 3D Moravian stars and stars that can be made from strips of paper that we offer at highhopes.com. In part 1, we will follow our free instructions at highhopes.com and show how to make the basic 3D star. In part 2, we make bows, baskets, and hearts from these basic stars, showing ideas by generous people who have sent information for our star suggestions pages. To make the Moravian star, we will do it in 3 phases. Phase 1 will be a basket weave. Phase 2 will be flat points on the star. And Phase 3 will be 3-dimensional points on the star. In Phase 1, to do the basket weave, we'll first have to get 4 strips of paper, and they should be at least 24 times their width in length. The length should be about 24 times the width. And we will trim the corners to make it easier to make the star. And when we fold it over, most people fold it in half. But I won't fold it in half. I've just got a habit of folding it about twice, one end about twice the width of the strip from the other end. The reason for this is if you fold it in half and make your basket weave, the selvage or the long pieces that come out are different in length, and sometimes you don't want that to happen. Rarely, but most of the time, just to be safe, I always fold it where one end is twice the width from the other end. Here's one where one end was twice the width from the other end, and it came out even once you did your basket weave. So that's the way we'll do ours. I will first trim off the corners to make this easier to weave later. I've got all 4 strips here, and I'm trimming all 4 strips. Then I'll fold this over to where this end is about twice the width from the other end. Making a crease there. Then I'll take 4 strips that I've made here, put one on the bottom with the long strip or the long end on top. The next one I will weave into that one with a long strip on top. The third one I will weave on the top. And the fourth one I weave from the top down. Again, the long strip on top. This will come from the top down, but this time the ends will come inside the other fold of the bottom strip, which completes the basket weave. These instructions can be found at highhopes.com, and in picture A and B we are cutting the strips, folding it, and then in picture C on the internet we have the 4 strips, and it shows where they're weaved together to make the final weave here in D. Now after that we'll make another weave. E will show how we take the top strip and pull it down, then the left strip and pull it over, the bottom strip up, and we'll finally weave in the strip on the right. So I'll start off with this first weave we have. I'll pull the top strip down across that. I'll take the strip on the right, put it over that strip, strip on the bottom, put it over that strip, and the strip on the right hand side will slide into that basket weave, forming a nice second basket weave. In the second phase, we start off with the basket weave G, and in H we bend it, and in I and J we bend it over again, and we'll end up pulling this through to make a flat pointed star. This will be repeated 7 more times. I'll start off on the right hand side, the strip on the right hand side of the basket weave. I'll bend under, crease that, and then I'll fold this down and crease that and fold that over and crease that, making a flat pointed star. Then I'll take the end of this strip and slip it under that first weave and pull it through and crease it upward so that it stands up. I'll turn this counterclockwise 1 time and do this again on the next piece on the right hand side. After you've done the 4th and last one on this side, we'll flip it over and do the full on the other side. Now we have the 4 pieces coming out of each side. As you can see in picture, third and last phase is to make a loop that comes out into a 3-dimensional point. You can start any side you want, anywhere you want. Take one of the strips, turn it under and over, and slide it under this upper strip there. And when you push it through, you pull this tight over here. Generally you pull it a little fast, but I'll push it slow. And you have a point. Now you're going to repeat this 7 times, 3 times here and 4 on the other side, the back side. I'll turn it to the right and take this loop, this strip that's at the bottom. I'll turn it under, turn it over, and do the same thing for these 4. Again, slowly on the first one. Bring it around. Notice that this is flat. My thumb's on top of this the whole time, and it's flat. My thumb is still on top. And now we have this Moravian star. Now all we need to do is trim the edges. I'll trim the edges starting with this piece here. Usually I pull it a little and squeeze to hold it there. Most people don't do that, but I pull it and squeeze, and that makes it a little smoother along the edge. Then I'll go to the next one, the lower part, pull that. Once you get those 4, you have to flip it over and do these 4. And you have the finished Moravian star. These ideas are used for weddings and sports, Christmas, 4th of July celebrations. All of these are shown on part 2 of the Moravian 3D stars.